Hi, my name is Destiny Jones. I'm 22 and I'm a waitress at a couple restaurants.
My name is Jordan Harris. I am a student at the University of Cincinnati. I'm 22 years old and I'm aspiring to become a doctor.
My name is Keaton Montera. I am 20 years old. I work at Auto Pros.
My name is Amber Locke. I'm 22 years old and I'm a student at the Christ College of Nursing.
My name is Jody Carta. I'm 41 years old. I'm a lab technician at the University Hospital.
My name is Brandon Carta. I'm 43 years old and I am a district manager for a national retailer.
Hi, my name is Jody Moots. I'm 51 years old and I'm clinical manager at UCMC.
Angela Edmondson, 42 years old, clinical research coordinator at Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Yes.
Yes, I have experienced stress.
More often now than when I was younger, I would say.
Every day.
Usually on a daily basis. There's a lot of situational stress that happens on the psychiatric unit.
Every once in a while.
Oh, every day of my life.
At least once a day.
My biggest stressors are probably doing work that I do not have passion in.
The biggest stressor would be work.
Family. Not immediate, immediate, but not within my household, I should say.
I'd say work.
Work-life balance, huge.
Well, everybody stresses about money. And then work, just the stressors from work, people you work with or the people who you're dealing with on a daily basis.
So I stress about making sure with my test grades that I at least get an 85 or above because we only have 3 grades in our class.
The biggest stressors would be money and planning.
And then mostly just managing money just because I am a full-time student, so working and paying bills can be a little difficult at times.
Prioritizing bills, just making sure, don't spend too much on stupid things.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I do, but I think that my supporting cast members and people like my family and friends help me stay on focus.
Yes, I think everybody does.
No. Do not.
Yes,
Yes, very few though.
but I look at it as you gotta get through the tough times to get to good times, so.
I don't know.
Sometimes I think that my big stress being my family, I live away from them, and sometimes I wonder why I go visit.
Try to avoid it, which is impossible.
Go to a beach and just lay there and relax.
Be around people who you actually enjoy the company of and try not to think about everyday stressors.
I would be on the beach.
Lay in bed and watch movies.
Lay on a beach and drink a whole bunch of alcohol and not worry about school.
No, I've always considered myself an original person, so.
I wouldn't say that I really had any stressors for that. A lot of stuff has changed since I was growing up, but I see it in today's society.
Yeah, especially with nursing school, people have a typical idea of what they think a nurse should be. It's like the perfect citizen, but I mean, if you don't balance school with your social life or friends, it's just gonna eat you alive. So trying to maintain a good image, but having fun at the same time can be difficult.
No, just the normal, as a child, when you're coming up, your parents are telling you to do this or do that, and your friends are doing things, following their own path, and you kind of just figure out either you're going to, do some of the things they're going to do, or you're going to find your own way?
I don't think so. I think I did my things backwards. I was married at 18 and had kids at 20 and 21, and then I didn't become a nurse until I was 34. So in society's eyes, I did things backwards.
I think I definitely did, because before, like in high school, I didn't really do much at all. I would just kind of have that mindset that I was going to go to college, and that's because most people in society says that you're supposed to go to college. So it took me a while to get around to things, but now, the situation I'm in, I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
After I had my child, I probably did. I had not completed my degree by the time my son was born, and so I felt stressed that I needed to complete that degree to be able to provide well for my son.
Sometimes I do, but then I think about it's my life and what's going to make me happy, and I know it's best for myself. So when I think about like the plans everybody has that they think are best for them, it's not best for everybody. So I'm not too worried about it, because I know in the end I'm going to make it.
But I think it can be a good push for some children, and then some children need that encouragement daily, and then for some that brings on more stress in their life. So it just kind of depends on who you're talking to.
Honestly, I think it's a good pressure, because if I didn't have an image people portrayed me as, I probably, wouldn't think as much before I took certain actions.
No, I usually have a normal sleeping schedule.
Stress sometimes causes a little bit of insomnia, but only for like an hour at the most.
Fatigue probably on a daily basis. I think that's a mind over matter thing though, because if you have to get up every day early to go to work, it's a lot different than getting up early to hang out with friends or just relax in your home.
No, not work related really. So I don't have a problem sleeping, and there's never enough sleep.
Not really sleeping too much. Sometimes, most of the time for me, it's lack thereof. But, the way I'm wired, I feel like, if I can get X amount of sleep, typically on a good night, 5 or 6 hours for me is enough. But sometimes I get insomnia. It depends on what's going on at work. It's a big project from under the gun. When I was working full-time, a full-time student, that was a challenge because I was overloaded. And I was trying to also balance a home life with my family.
Absolutely. I had a bout of insomnia shortly after my son was born and returning back to work, and I was attempting to finish my degree at the same time, and that was probably the worst I ever felt in my entire life.
So early in undergrad, I would say that I was very fatigued all the time, probably, weekly, but as whereas now it's more so a monthly thing.
Oh yeah, especially when I have a huge test come around, I sleep all the time, nonstop. Like I'll go home, sleep, take 3-hour nap, wake up, go back to sleep. It's all the time.
No, ma'am.
Overeating and appetite loss kind of, it just depends. Sometimes if I'm stressed, I tend to not eat or eat the wrong things or at the wrong time. I don't know anybody who doesn't experience that at least once a week.
Again, after I had returned to work with anxiety, I had appetite loss and was unable to eat.
No, I've gradually done the normal gravity weight gain through life, but I've never really had a problem with binge eating or dropping weight.
Of course, being an emotional eater. So yeah, that does happen.
Appetite loss, definitely. When I get nervous or stressed or something, it definitely takes my appetite away.
Oh, I wish it was appetite loss, but yeah, I like stress eat all the time, especially chocolate or sweets. That's my go-to.
Nope, not very often. Sometimes a headache, but it's not usually from stress.
As far as stress, we get headaches. I think I get some headaches every now and again when I'm overloaded or I don't get enough rest. But I don't live by get daily headache or whatever.
definitely headaches. Headaches, back pain, shoulder pain, which is caused by stress. Definitely get those at least once a day.
Yes, I actually get migraines almost every day, especially when I'm at school. So I try to at least drink a lot of water or take a minute for myself to get those to go away.
No.
Nope, I'm a happy guy.
Anxiousness, as I've mentioned before. I think that's it for the most part.
All three. Yeah, when I'm stressed, I can be really moody and like seeing like my friends be able to do something sometimes that I don't get to do, it makes me feel like, I guess, sad and like left out, but at the same time it's I have to be on top of what I'm doing and then I can eventually have fun.
No, the only anxious feelings I get is usually when I'm about to start a new job, but that's not often. But I'm never very anxious.
I mean, I think there's times where we all get anxious. I get anxious when I feel like, I haven't achieved the results I want. I'm kind of restless because I'm, probably somewhat of a perfectionist. I like things to be the way I want them to be. I like things to, I like to get the best result possible. I think I'm pretty competitive, so I think I make myself more anxious than I need to be.
Yes, I'm always about trying to find ways to not be stressed.
Yes, by exercise.
If possible, I do. But like I said, at work, it's kind of hard. You can't just walk out for an hour or two. You just kind of have to deal with it.
It's all about how you kind of spend your time, and that kind of comes with the stress part of it, because the more efficient you are with it, the less stress that there is that comes with it.
I proactively think about it. The execution process is different.
Oh, well, Brody down here, he's definitely a big stress reliever, or I don't know, I really like to go just like grab a drink and just vent and talk. That seems to be a good way.
I mean, sometimes it's situational, so you just have to, work through it. But I really have not had any major stressors in my life.
Work's really the only stress I get, so I just deal with whatever needs to be done at work and move on.
Oh my. I don't know. I guess I would go 5. 5, yeah.
Probably 7 right now.
In life, it would be a 10.
10 out of 10.
Overall, I'd say I'm probably around 7. I'm pretty happy with my health, and my financial state, my kids, my wife, my home. I always think that I'm gonna keep pushing myself hard to get more out of life. So that's probably where my reservation to put a 10 on the scale comes from.
I would say it's about a 7, 7.5. It's not perfect, but it's not bad at all.
Can we start this over?